Welcome to Crypto Journeys, the series, where everyone's journey is different, but crypto can be for everyone. In July, we celebrate the ladies of cryptocurrency. This series is sponsored by guapcoin.org, cryptocurrency for the culture.
Yeah, we don't want to have again.
Well, how many times have we done that, right?
Exactly.
Welcome, everybody to Crypto Journeys, the series where everyone's journey is different, but crypto can be for everyone. Super excited to wrap up our Ladies in Cryptocurrency Celebration Month with my special guest, Tamara, Staley, my sister in crypto, my ride or die. Welcome, Tam.
Thank you so much.
So glad to have you here. I could not have a Ladies in Cryptocurrency Month without having you on, of course. So we switched our date up a little bit. So we're doing Friday instead of Thursday because this worked with Tamara's schedule. So for those of you who don't know Tamara, please, Tam, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, first, let me just say thank you so much for having me on. I appreciate it. You know, we go back, especially even in crypto, but we go back further than that. A little bit about me. I just celebrated my 33rd year as a federal government employee. Now, I am definitely not saying that to brag. I'm just saying that I'm tired now. It's time for some alternatives. So I do have 33 years in the federal government. Also, I just recently got my real estate license. So I'm really excited about that. That's going to take me into my next chapter of life. But I didn't forget about my crypto because we putting the two together, real estate and cryptocurrency. So girl, I'm excited. I can't wait. I give myself 2 years and that's a wrap. I'm not working no more. You're going to be looking for me somewhere in the world.
Good for you. Congratulations on getting your realtor's license. That's fabulous. And of course, you tied anything to crypto and it's going to be all that. So 2 years, you might be, a little early if things go the way we want them to go, right?
Right. You know, I can hope. I can put that out there,
Oh, absolutely. Look, 2 years max. Let's say that. Right. 2 years max.
Exactly.
All right. Fabulous. So, Tam, what happened that made you pay attention to cryptocurrency?
Well, a good friend of mine, wonder who that is, introduced me to a crypto opportunity, opportunity that involved crypto. That was one of the components. But I had heard about Bitcoin. Everybody hears about Bitcoin. And I just thought Bitcoin was that little token or that little prize you won for the kids' video games. That was the extent of my knowledge with cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. I thought Bitcoin, that was the only cryptocurrency. So when presented with this opportunity, it was like, okay, wait a minute, there's others besides Bitcoin? Because, at that point, Bitcoin was right around 6,000 maybe. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I sure enough can't afford a whole Bitcoin. But this other opportunity came up and it's like, oh, I can't afford a couple cents per coin. I can get a couple of those. Mm-hmm. And so that's what made me interested in looking at what Bitcoin was doing, where it started and where it was at that point. I was like, okay, wait a minute, it might be something to this. Let me investigate, because I'm a skeptic. So let me investigate and find out what the deal is with this.
Right. And that is so key because people just hear about Bitcoin, they don't realize there's so much more and so many other ways to earn in this space outside of Bitcoin. And I'm not down in Bitcoin. I believe everybody should have a little bit. Whatever you can get you some.
Right.
Because just in case it gets to where they're saying it's going to get, you have your little piece. Mm-hmm. So get you some, but there's so much more to this than just Bitcoin. So what was your first step, Tam, once you realized there was something to this?
So when I wanted to find out more, and I'm like, okay, well, where do I go? And that was the issue. Where do you go? Because those spaces tend to be kind of, people are tight-lipped and don't want to share. It's like either you're in or you're out. Right. So my first step was to say, okay, you know what? Let's find a place that has a listing of all the coins. So that was CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko. Those are the two main sites that list the coin. Okay, you know what? Bitcoin's number one. Let me start with number one. If you go to the site and click on it, it'll take you to that coin site where you can find the history of it, what the use is, what it will be. And I'm all about education. So my first step was to get educated because I'm not putting my money in nothing unless I know something about it. And as I said before, there was hardly no information out there for newbies.
Mm-hmm.
And so that started my wheels turning like, okay, there is something to this. I want to get involved, but I don't want to make a decision blindly. And so the first step was to get educated. Girl, once I started that and started learning, and we know we had them round robin sessions around my dining room table. Child, once we did that and we started seeing things, it was like, oh, okay, yeah, let's do this. We're going to do this.
Okay, so we're gonna have us a quick flashback moment. Remember when we were the first time we did arbitrage, we were like, yeah, we gonna work this out. That was it. I was like, all right, I'm sold. This is it. We just made this money in like 15 seconds. I'm good. So
we were scared.
We were terrified. We were like, you gonna press the button?
Right. You first.
I was like, how much you put? We didn't know what we were doing. But it was so worth taking the chance. And it was so good to have somebody to take the chance with, because I probably would still be sitting in my room daring myself to press the button.
Look, I'm a good supporter. I will encourage you. You go, girl. You do that thing. I got your back. I'm going to support you and encourage you, but you do it first.
Right? We were going back and forth. It was hilarious. So since then, we've come such a long way.
Right. Exactly.
With our information. But that said, I do want to encourage people who kind of feel hesitant because they don't know and, may not have a full understanding or understand as much as they want to understand. It's okay. It's okay not to understand everything. You're not born knowing much of anything. I mean, everything you had to learn because there was a point in your life when you didn't know it. Right. So just take the time, take a little bit at a time. Don't feel like you have to understand in a couple of days. This is an ongoing learning process. We are learning about crypto continuously because they keep coming up with new stuff. They keep coming up with new ways to earn, which is fabulous. And now I was just on a webinar about NFTs.
Whoa, girl. Yeah.
That's deer in headlights. Like, seriously. I'm going to get it though. I'm determined. So don't feel hesitant if you don't know. You just have to learn like everybody else. We all have to learn. So
and thinking about what about that going down that line, we don't know the inner workings of how a car works. You can't sit up there and explain to me how the gas makes the car work. I don't know. But I know that if I do certain things, then certain things are going to happen. Good point. And the same thing with crypto. You do certain things will happen. The market is volatile, just like if you had stocks. Same different. Mm-hmm. But go back and look at each year what the return was, the percentage. You still winning at this point. So
absolutely.
You can be fearful. Don't let that fear cripple you.
Right.
Involved. Yep. So
that's a great point, Tam. It's true. We use stuff every day. We have no idea how it works. Mm-hmm. And we use it without hesitation.
Exactly.
Think about the people who jump on a plane to go on a trip. Mm-hmm. And ask any one of them, well, how is this plane standing in the air? I just trust that it will. Right. And I'll tell people in a minute, I am not a technical crypto person. I don't pretend to understand it. I don't know how the blockchain does its magic. I don't really care. All I know is when I put that money in there, I get my money out, and that's good. That's all I really need to know.
Value goes up, and hey, that's all I'm concerned about.
Profits pulled.
Yes.
Bills paid, trips taken.
Exactly.
So that's the important thing. Mm-hmm. So has crypto changed your life? And if so, how?
Girl, yes. So let me tell my story. I'm going to do the condensed version of my story.
Okay.
So I got involved with crypto back in 2018, approximately. And so I started, acquiring coins and stacking them. But in 2020, I was in a car accident. And I didn't realize I would be out of work for so long. I was out of work and then went back to work part-time or less than part-time from January till I finally got released in August. So yeah, I had built up some leave, 6 to 8 weeks, but this kind of went beyond that. And I'm like, oh, what am I going to do? That's when my crypto came in. It enabled me to maintain my lifestyle. I was able to pay my bills. I was able to shop for groceries, make my voluntary contributions, help others. I did not skip a beat. So crypto has changed my life, and I was a believer already, but just seeing how when the value went up, I was able to live. And so it can be done. You can live on crypto. You ain't got to wait and just hold it. I mean, yes, you do hold some, let it grow, but you can't live off it. So I was thankful and grateful I made those decisions. I was introduced to it back then and was able to make those decisions to support my life. And now I'm just trying to replenish what, I had used before. And once you get to that point, that's the only reason why I got my real estate license, to be honest. Let's just be clear. Because I want to take that money and put it in the crypto.
Or better yet, just sell the houses for crypto. Then your commissions are in crypto. Look, cut out the middleman altogether.
You're right. That's right. And that is a possibility because we are doing that. Yes. So crypto has changed my life in so many other ways too. I mean, we don't have to enumerate everything, but those are the main ways that it changed my life. It's given me something to think about: residual income, passive income. I didn't know anything about that. Growing up, it was like mom worked 2-3 jobs just to feed us. And passive income, what's that? Paycheck to paycheck. It's not. Right. And so learning about money, that's what crypto has helped me do too. Learn about money, how money works, what money is, and then the benefits of making good choices. And that could benefit you in the long run. So I'm excited about it. I'm always going to be that crypto chick, no matter what happens. Yes. Am I involved in crypto? Yep. Don't have to ask the question. Yes. You might see other things posted on Facebook or Instagram, but trust and believe. Crypto is always going to be where my heart is. Yeah.
Like we said earlier, crypto is the end game.
There you go. Everything.
All roads lead to crypto.
Exactly. That's it. Is there any extra that goes into crypto? Exactly. Yep.
And that's the part that I really wish more people could experience. It's just hard to put into words. You have to be there, you have to have that crypto debit card and you go shopping, and then the value of the crypto left in your account goes up. So it's like you never went shopping. It's like back to where it was the day before. Right? It's
where
like mind blowing, right? Try it with your bank account. So it's just, again, we're just crypto lovers. We're crypto enthusiasts. We're crypto advocates. We want people to understand. We want to help people get involved. And just have an open mind and look into it. You don't have to talk to us. Talk to somebody. Google, YouTube, something. But get an understanding so that you can get involved in this space, because it is growing and developing so quickly. And like I always say, it's easier to keep up than to catch up. So y'all just try to keep up, because that's all we're doing. We're just trying to keep up.
Yep, that's it.
So Tam, last question. Well, I guess we kind of covered this a little bit already, but what would you say to someone who says, I saw your video and it was really good, but I don't know that crypto stuff. I don't know. I've been hearing this or that and the other. What would you say to them?
I would say I completely can relate to their feelings about crypto and just, uncertainty about the unknown or fear of the unknown. And that's really what it is. So get educated. I mean, there's YouTube University, Google, hook up with some folks who are involved in the space. From time to time, I do a Just Crypto Basics class. I know you have a course teaching crypto basics. So there's people out there that are doing that, but don't let that fear stop you. Get the education. I mean, if all these big banks, all these big corporations are getting involved with crypto, and now Amazon's getting ready to accepting crypto, because y'all know y'all be on Amazon. Look, I'll be there too. But if these businesses are starting to move in that direction, it must be something to it. They would not get involved or spend the money to, adapt the technology to be able to do this if it wasn't something to it. So at least learn about it. Get a little bit. I ain't saying you got to put your whole paycheck in. Start with $5, $10, $25. Instead of going to Starbucks or getting your nails did that week, put that in crypto. See what happens. It's just like a substitute savings account. Your savings account gains what? 0.001% every year. Look at the returns on crypto.
Sad. So sad.
Yeah, the value is going down. The crypto goes up. Even if it comes down, it's not going to go. It doesn't go to zero. It has not gone to zero. So Don't let that fear hold you back. Just get involved, ask the questions, and get the education. That's the most important thing, that education. And nowadays, there's more people who are providing that education. Not like you and I got started. Ugh.
Winging it, making it up as we go.
But nowadays, people are willing to share what they know. So I think it's important to get involved. Don't be afraid.
Yes, so true. You said that perfectly. And all I would add to that is, I think we're coming into a time where we're going to start seeing more hype again about certain coins and certain platforms that shall remain nameless. But what I would encourage you to do before you run out and open that account and put your money into that platform to get a little bit of that coin, make sure you understand how this really works. Again, I'm not talking about the technical. I'm not talking about the ones and zeros behind the screen. I'm just talking about understand how where you're putting your money affects what you can do with your acquisition, with your purchase. Because not all ways to get crypto are created equal. So I want y'all, I don't name names because I don't want anybody coming after me, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Locking up people's money, not giving you your assets, not letting you sell when you want. It's ridiculous. And that totally defeats the purpose of cryptocurrency. So know the rules before you play the game. Just don't jump into it because everybody's doing it. You need to understand it. And let's just be honest. So many of us are where we are now because we never knew the rules. So don't take those same bad habits from the fiat world or from the money world and bring them into the crypto world, and you just be doing the same thing in crypto that you were doing in money. You got to change it. You got to understand it. You got to work it, because that's what successful people do. They learn the rules and they play the game to win. And that's the difference. We want y'all to win. So just make sure you know what you're doing. Don't just throw your money somewhere because your cousin is doing it, your co-worker is doing it. You need to understand it. All right, that's all I want. That's my preaching moment.
You got to protect yourself. Crypto is a different thing because ain't no customer service for you to call if something happened. You want, before you start getting into it and moving stuff, know what you're doing. Pay attention. Take your time. Because if you hit that button to send it to the wrong place, you're short. Ain't no 1-800 number to call to get that back. So take your time. Don't be afraid, but take your time. Get educated. Learn about the different platforms. And most importantly, protect yourself. Protect your assets. That's how you succeed in crypto.
Very good. Very good. Thank you, Tam. All right. So we had a couple people. Thanks for joining. Shelby commented, education is key. Yes, it is. Thanks for joining us, Shelby. Hey, Miss Liz. And one of my new Facebook friends, Michelle, is on. Thanks for joining us, Michelle. So, Tam, I want to thank you once again. It's been such a fun time with us with this whole crypto situation. Yes. And also, again, congratulations on getting your real estate license. And I'll be there to pop bottles with you when you sell your first house for Bitcoin.
Girl, yes, because I appreciate you so much for having me. Good to be back, with you, talking in the space, and we're gonna do the doggone thing.
Absolutely. At this point, there's nothing else. Exactly. As far as I'm concerned. So right. All right. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for being here. And again, we just wrapped up celebrating the latest of cryptocurrency for the month of July. And that is it for this episode of Crypto Journeys, where everyone's journey is different, but crypto can be for everybody. Everyone have a good evening and enjoy your weekend.
Bye, everybody. Thanks again.
Bye, Tam.